Hello students, good evening. Now I am going to explain environmental problem. What is this environmental problem? Actually, the problem that we face around us in our environment because of a number of factors is generally called environmental problem. No environmental problem occurs if the quality of the environmental elements and the mutual relation among them remain normal. Like in this situation, as lockdown is going on, so the whole environment of the world is very fresh and clear because industries are not operating, vehicles are not plying on the road, and people are also not roaming or going here and there on the roadside. As a result of that, now the world environment has become very fine. This is one of the very good example of good environment. So I think you have understood what are the factors that pollute the environment. At the beginning of the human civilization, there was no problem of pollution like today. Natural phenomena like earthquake, volcanic eruption, cyclones created some problem, but never took lives like today. Okay, so look at this picture here. This is industrial pollution. That means this industry emits smoke. Look, these are smokes. This is chimney outlet, and from this very poisonous gas comes out. Okay, so when these poisonous gases come out from this chimney and emerge in the atmosphere, then atmosphere becomes polluted, and as a result of that, our environment automatically becomes polluted. So these are actually very poisonous gas like as sulfur dioxide, carbon monoxide, etc. Okay, according to estimate here, this gas absorbs the solar energy reflected from Earth's surface. So these all are about the environment as carbon dioxide. When the volume of carbon dioxide gas increases in atmosphere, then global warming occurs. This has created serious problems like global warming figure 2.4. Then global warming, the process like deforestation has accelerated the problem of soil erosion. Deforestation, this is also the major cause, this deforestation. Thus the growing anti-natural human activities have led to rise of environmental problem in the world. It should be mentioned here that the environmental problem can be geographically divided into three different areas. Like as environmental problem can be divided into three different areas. One is local problem, another is regional problem, and the third is global problem. Local problem means what? The local problem may remain confined to small areas. It remain confined to small areas like in our local area, like from your home to your hometown area, or from home to your district. That means inside of your district. Okay, that is known as local problem. So far as their genesis and spread are concerned, the instance of such problem may be the land pollution. That may be the land pollution created by a small scale industry. If suppose in your surrounding a small scale industry has been opened, then because of opening of that small scale industry, you may suffer from water scarcity in winter season. No, as nowadays we can see that there is huge water scarcity in our town and in our cities, and we see that number of water carrying vehicles fly on the roadside, and they deliver water from this household to that household because of scarcity of water. Before 10 years, 15 years ago, there was no water scarcity in our area or in our country or in our state. But now, what can we see? We can see is water scarcity in our area due to shallowing of wetland, because wetlands are shallowed. These wetlands, from where that wetlands are the chief source of water, no, those provide water. Actually rainwater is the main source of water, but after rainwater, those water stores in this type of wetlands, and from those wetland water comes to our well and to our pond and so on. But when these wetlands are covered, and after covering them, industries, factories, households, schools, colleges, etc. are constructed there. As a result of that, what is happening? Those wetlands are gradually vanished, and as a result of that, water goes downward, and scarcity occurs amongst us. Another is bank erosion problem. Bank erosion problem is another major problem that is created by a river in a locality and so on. You can see Brahmaputra river. No. On the other hand, some problems may be regional in occurrence. The flood problem of the Brahmaputra or the Barak Valley, problem of water pollution in a vast industrial region. Water pollution is very vast in industrial region. We will discuss that also. Problem of underground water shortage in an urban area. Then problem of soil erosion in a river basin are some examples of such regional environmental problems. Sometimes a regional problem may cover more than one country. Regional problems may cover more than one country also. Some of the environmental problems, on the other hand, cover the entire world. Such problems do not have any geographical boundary. For instance, the problem of global warming, as this problem is linked with the atmosphere, it is limited in terms of coverage. Its impact is felt in the lithosphere, hydrosphere, and biosphere because of global warming. It hampers lithosphere, hydrosphere, and biosphere. In addition to the atmosphere, the management of such problem needs international effort. Understood? Now here, major environmental problems. Currently, our Earth, including its people, has confronted with various types of environmental problems. The root cause of all these problems is the overgrowing human activities. What is this overgrowing human activities? Means human population is increasing, and as the human population is increasing day by day, so their activities are also increasing. Different types of human beings are there, and their activities are also different. Factors like spread of human settlement, that means human settlement. Earlier there was a huge blank land portion available on the earth, but as human beings increased, they dwell their houses and industries and other such type of constructions on land, expansion of agricultural land. They have started expanding agricultural land, growth of industries and urban centers. Expansion of transport and communication have together disturbed the interrelationship among the environmental elements. Those disturb the interrelationship among the environmental elements. This has created severe problems in the environmental system. The problems that have caused great loss to human beings and the biological world include different types of pollution, desertification, landslide, soil erosion, global warming, artificial flood, rise of sea level, etc. So these are occurring because of environmental problem. So landslide, desertification, soil erosion. Why desertification is occurring day by day? It is increasing day by day, desertification, because human beings are cutting down. That means plants and trees. As a result of that, as a result of the amount of oxygen is decreasing in atmosphere, and carbon dioxide gas is increasing day by day. Landslide is also occurring because of desertification, soil erosion, global warming. All these are connected to one another. Okay, here are some of the major environmental problems we will discuss. Okay, this is pollution. The process of contamination of the environment by harmful substances is simply called pollution. Okay, many of the man-made substances, if added largely to the environment, it may cause harm to the biotic world. Such substances are generally called pollutants. Such substances are called pollutants, like zinc, sulfur dioxide, carbon monoxide, etc. are some of the environmental pollutants. These are pollutants: zinc, sulfur dioxide, carbon monoxide, etc. And these poisonous gases are emitted chiefly from industries. Okay, the major elements of environment, land, water, and air being polluted for various reasons may cause harm to human beings and other life forms. Presently, the pollution of these three elements has led to serious problems in different parts of the world. These three elements has led to serious problem in different parts, like land pollution. We have already discussed pollution here. First is land pollution. Land is an important element of nature. It is an indispensable resource for human being. We know this. The development of human civilization has been possible mainly based on this resource. It is, however, regrettable that the land is getting polluted due to basically human factors. We are responsible for polluting the land. Land loses its natural properties and fertility when it comes into contact with certain chemicals, poisonous metals, industrial wastes, radioactive substances, acid rain, and so on. In such a situation, land is considered to be polluted. Okay, why? How is land polluted? Because of this region. Mainly because of industries, then certain chemicals, industrial wastes, radioactive substances, etc. Okay, generally modern farming practice is also responsible for land pollution. Expanding industries and increasing deforestation are held mainly responsible for land pollution. Because modern farming practice, what is this modern farming practice? Such type of practices make the land polluted because farmers apply insecticides, pesticides, etc. in the land, and that lead to pollution of the land. Then industry, expansion of industry and increasing deforestation. Okay, the modernization of agriculture encouraged the application of chemical fertilizer, irrigation, insecticides, etc. In the cropland, the application of chemical fertilizers causes change in the soil composition and properties. Similarly, the use of underground water in the fields affects the natural properties of soil. Underground water in the field, those also affect the natural property of soil. Moreover, the insecticides and weedicides applied in the fields destroy the helpful microbes. These insecticide, weedicide, etc. destroy the microbes that present in the land and which are very helpful for making the land fertile and other life forms in addition to the targeted insects and weeds. All these pollute the land by changing its natural properties. The industrial waste and chemical substances also pollute land if they get mixed with the soil. Okay. The remains of coal and petroleum also pollute land when these are extracted from below the surface without proper care. People used to take out coal, petroleum, etc. from the land. So these are also responsible for land pollution. Thus, land pollution has become a widespread problem in most parts of the world. And coal, petroleum, etc. are taken out. Those are extracted from the land almost all over the world. And so we can say that all over the world land is becoming polluted. Now another is air pollution. The atmosphere is mainly composed of gaseous substances. Some liquid and solid substances are also present in the atmosphere in different states. Among the gaseous substances, nitrogen 78.08%, oxygen 20.94%, argon 0.93%, and carbon dioxide is 0.035% are important. These four gases are very important for the atmosphere. If these gases remain in this average, then there occurs no pollution. But we have seen that the percentage of these gases are either increasing or decreasing. As a result of that, air pollution is being occurred. By maintaining a definite proportion, these substances keep the atmosphere in a balance. Surely, various problems will occur if this balance is somehow disturbed. And we are disturbing, obviously, the natural state of the atmosphere may be changed. If certain solid, liquid, or gaseous substances are added to the atmosphere by some natural or human processes, if such a change causes some harm to the biotic and abiotic elements, then the atmosphere is said to be polluted. Understood? Among the natural factors that contribute towards polluting the atmosphere, the important one is the volcanic eruption. Another factor is the volcanic eruption. The smoke, acids, and gases that come out from the Earth's interior during eruption pollute the air. Okay, during eruption, those pollute the air. The example of the eruption of Mount Pinatubo in Philippines may be cited as example in this connection. This is an example because this volcanic eruption, it is Mount Pinatubo, pollutes the atmosphere in its surrounding. Look, when it erupts, then along with eruption, it brings chemical various internal materials from the interior of the earth and the surrounding is also very hot now. As a result of that, atmosphere, that means air is polluted. It has polluted the air. Okay. During this eruption, as high as 15 to 20 million tons of sulfur dioxide. Look, 15 to 20 million sulfur dioxide gas was emitted to the atmosphere. Okay. And the prevailing winds spread the pollutants to cover a huge part of the Earth's atmosphere. Moreover, in certain parts of the Earth, forest fire also pollute the atmosphere. Forest fire is also responsible for polluting the atmosphere. Primarily, the human activities are responsible for polluting the atmosphere. Human activity is also responsible in this regard. The growth of industries, urbanization, growth of vehicular traffic, and nuclear explosion are some of the major man-made factors that cause air pollution. Actually, the atmosphere started getting polluted after the beginning of industrial revolution in Europe. The increasing use of fossil fuel has added harmful gases like carbon monoxide, nitrogen oxide, hydrocarbon, sulfur dioxide, etc. to the atmosphere. These gases, poisonous gases, emerge in our atmosphere. These gases pollute the atmosphere, and as a result of that lead to air pollution. One of the important consequences of atmospheric pollution is the occurrence of acid rain. And because of atmospheric pollution, what has occurred? Acid rain. It has been seen that during the last few decades, some of the industrially advanced areas have faced problems arising out of acid rain. Such problems have taken serious turn in the industrial areas of West Europe, United States of America, and Eastern Canada. Generally, acid rain occurs when there is maximum concentration of sulfur dioxide. Why acid rain occurs? When there is maximum concentration of sulfur dioxide and nitrogen dioxide in the atmosphere. This is to be noted. Such rains destroy forest and pollute water of the wetlands. Another is water pollution. Just like the atmosphere, the hydrosphere is also more or less polluted. The natural state or quality of water gets changed when certain chemical substances, particles, microbes, radiations are added to or passed through it. The process of such change in water is called pollution. In simple words, pollution means the process of making water unusable due to mixing of some pollutants. Okay, in simple words, we can say that. Generally, the water is polluted if there are human settlement, industries, agriculture, etc. in the water sources. Okay, water is polluted because of this reason. When there will be human settlement, industries, agriculture, etc. Wherefrom wastes get mixed with water. Okay, polluted water harms the plants and animals present there. Polluted water is very harmful to plants, animals. Okay, such water is not usable for human beings. Generally, the industrial and urban waste pollute the water of the river flowing through or by the side of the towns. The example of the Ganga flowing through North India may be cited in this connection. Look at figure 2. Look here how Ganga river is polluted. Picture is not clear here as it is black and white. Okay, but during this lockdown period, it came to information that the water of Ganga is very pure now. So I think all the rivers of the world are pollution free now because lockdown period is going on as it has been going on. So our environment as well as all the rivers of the world are also pollution free. Okay, the wastes generated in the towns and cities and industries located on the bank of this river have been drained to the river for a long time. People throw their waste, industries also throw their waste materials to these rivers, and as a result the water of the river, which was considered to be scared, water of Ganga is called scared water, but it is now polluted, is now badly polluted. Similarly, from a survey carried out in the United States of America, it is evident that 55% of the total length of the river of the country is polluted by agriculture related factors. According to United States of America a survey was done by USA. It has said that 55% of the total length of the rivers of the country is polluted by agriculture related factors. The remaining 16% is polluted by the cities, while 13% by timing activities and another 13% by using development activities. In the same way, the 22 towns along with more than 300 industries therein have polluted the water of the Yangtze River in China. We all know that how the water of the Bhorolu river flowing through the Guwahati city is being polluted by the urban industrial wastes. Cleaning these rivers and to make them pollution free have posed great challenge before the countries concerned. The water of the rivers and wetlands located close to the big industrial regions is polluted by increasing proportion of acid in the water. There is much acid also in the water. The sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxide present in the atmosphere may come down in the form of acid rain and pollute the water bodies. Many of the aquatic plant and animal species may be extinct if the acid content in the water increases. On the other hand, due to various causes, the ocean water is also getting polluted now. Because of the dumping of industrial wastes and accidents of the oil ships, the ocean water may be polluted. This is also a major cause, accident of the oil ships. Thus, the water pollution caused by various factors has adversely affected human health and fertility of soil in the continents.